Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to Anime-chan. Today we are going to read One Piece. We're starting with chapter 14. Not chapter 14, volume 14, chapter 118 to probably around 122. We'll see how far I get. Tonight's stream, because I do these live on Twitch, if you didn't know. So if you want to read along in the future live, I read One Piece usually every Sunday night, South African Standard Time. Right now it's midnight, so it's technically 7 minutes past midnight on Monday morning. But yeah, it depends on your time zone. I'm from South Africa, so that's my time zone is South African Standard Time. But yeah, tonight's stream, it started off like weird. No, not weird, just like it felt like we were going fast, but then we weren't really. And now we've been streaming for about almost 3 hours. And I have about 3 hours left, but I still have so much that I want to do. And yeah, but don't worry, I won't rush reading One Piece, of course. This takes priority. I'm going to start by reading this part here that I didn't get on the Shonen Jump app, because that's where I started reading, but now that I have the manga, I can read this. It's written by Ichiro Oda. By the way, I've seen a ninja. It's true. I was in 3rd grade. We were living in Miyazaki, where my dad had been transferred for his job, and a ninja came to our school. All the classes suddenly stopped and the whole school gathered for an assembly. After the principal introduced him, the ninja said, "I've come to demonstrate the art of ninjutsu today." The ninja shouted, "Ka!" and broke a big rock. We were all enormously impressed. Then the ninja called several of the older kids up to the stage and said, "You can go back now." We were all puzzled, but a moment later we understood. To be continued. To be continued? No! I want to know why did he call them up and then tell them they can go now? Anyway, I guess I'll find out in the next volume. I won't be reading the little recap that tells us where we are at in the story and introduces the characters shortly, because obviously I don't need to. But we're starting here with chapter 118. Someone's out there, and the start time is 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay. Kobe and Helmeppo's Chronicle of Toil. Farewell for now. Wait, I don't understand this. Oh, they got back to the town, and then the girl was sad that they let them go. Or something. Okay. But now they're going to become big and strong Marines, so it's good. The chapter begins with Doom. It's Luffy versus Dory. I keep getting their names confused. Wait, Mr. Dory, we're innocent. We don't know anything about the exploding ale. Please don't attack us. Your insides are torn up. You've got to keep still. But Luffy just stares him down, and he is wheezing, literally wheezing. You humans dare to trick the mighty Dory. Wham! And he whacks him with his giant sword. Well, he whacks the ground because Luffy jumps. And he's just left coughing up blood. And that's when Luffy runs up his sword, which I really enjoyed in the manga. And that's why sometimes action scenes I can only really enjoy them in an anime, but the story for me is always better in the manga. Okay, Gomu Gomu no. Thwam. Gomu Gomu no what? Gomu Gomu no what? He whacked him into the ground. That's why he couldn't finish his Gomu Gomu. Yeah! Kabam! And he stretches his arm to the tree. Boing! See, it's difficult for me to really understand what's going on. And then he pulls himself towards it, out of the way of the sword, going down again. Kaboom! But Dori misses and coughs up more blood. Okay, then he... Remember, he pulled himself towards the tree, and then he went that way, because he has, obviously, rubber powers, and that's how rubber works. Well, in anime, at least. Gomu Gomu no! Pulling this side, and he says, sorry. Rocket! And he launches himself at Dori, and hits him in the stomach, which is kind of the worst place to hit him, considering he just had fucking ale explode in there, but okay. Dori slow motion falls to the ground. Ah! Huh? Oh, and that's Dori steps on him. Doom! Vivi screams, Luffy! Devil fruit powers, so that's what you are. I underestimated you. And he falls to the ground with a thunderous thoom. But Luffy's okay because he's rubber and being stepped on is not going to hurt him because he just springs back to life. Luffy! Are you hurt? How's the giant? Oh, she asks Luffy, are you hurt? And Luffy asks, how's the giant? I think he's all right. On the bright side, this was probably the only way we could get him to rest. Now I'm angry. And he puts back on his hat. Wait, he gave it to Vivi, right? In the last chapter. Yes, the giant was right. Somebody spiked that ale. It sure wasn't the other giant. And my people would never pull a dirty trick like that. There's somebody else on this island. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. And that's when we meet the someone else. Chee, chee. Caw, caw. Sorry, bird noises. Dinosaur tries a bite of something and his teeth break off. And that's when Mr. 5, I think his name is Mr. 5, right? Steps on the scene. You're in my way, lizard. Let me handle this. And she, Miss, what's her name? Miss Lemon Slice jumps up because she's light as a feather and then whams down on the dinosaur. 10,000 kilo press. Splat. And thus kills a dinosaur. And then they go into the little ice igloo thing. It looks like ice. I know what it is now, but I think it in the here it looks like ice. But we know by now, obviously, that it's wax. Once again, don't read with me if you are not caught up. Da doom. Hey, so you're back, eh, Mr. 5? Not bad. A quickie house right in the jungle. Look, this is still our mission, so stay out of it. We won't screw up again. Doom. Screw up? That's not it. You two are weak. What? We were just a little careless. We didn't know the princess had pirates guarding her. You didn't know? That's a childish excuse. We're professionals. To lose to the enemy and leave corpses lying around is like announcing our existence to the world. We have to execute our missions perfectly. But because you had the persistence to follow them here, we'll give you 30% of the reward. And if that's not acceptable, I'll kill you both right now. Mr. Five and Miss Valentine. And the Miss I'm just gonna call her Miss Holiday. I forget her name now. She is sleeping. Don't look so perturbed. Have some English tea. This is a great opportunity. We can make a big score on this island without even getting our hands dirty. Surely you know about it. A big score? Look at this wanted poster. I was shocked when I saw it. Wanted, Dory and Brogy. Thank you for giving me the chance to come to this island. This wanted poster is 100 years old. Once there was a band of giant pirates who ravaged the seas, burned towns, and terrorized the world. If you think about it like that, but I mean, we don't know. Maybe that's just what the government painted them out to be. Terrorize the world. But I mean, at the end of the day, they were pirates. So they probably, I don't know, but burned some towns. I don't know. But I mean, that girl wasn't afraid of them, that young girl. And usually in anime, when young kids and animals aren't afraid of someone, then they're usually not a bad person. I don't know. Yeah, terrorize the world like Robin. And like like Robin's people were plotting to revive a dangerous world dominating weapon. Because that's what they did, yeah. They're alive and kicking on this very island, and the bounty on their heads back then still holds. They're worth 100 million berries each. That's 200 million for the two of them. 200 million? Now you understand? If we complete our mission and bring back heads worth 200 million, we're sure to be promoted. So that's why you had us put the bomb in the giant's ale. That's right. We wouldn't stand a chance against them in a fair fight. Just do as I say. A little creativity, and even the biggest mountain can be made to crumble. Oh, and there's a slurp sound effect, so let me just... And that is when the volcano explodes. Boom! What? Huh, the volcano! Ho, 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 ho. Oh, wait, that's not how he laughs. How does he laugh again? Gabba, 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 gabba. What a day. You're gonna fight, but your wounds. That wouldn't make any difference to him. Gabba, 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 gabba. Yag, yag, yag. No, the one is yag. Dory laughs like yag, 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 yag. And he laughs like gabba, 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 gabba. Gabba. In a fight to the finish with no quarter, it would be a disgrace to make excuses. Whoa. Hey, wait, Mr. Giant, don't go. No, Mr. Dory. Okay, well, Dory-san, I guess. That's what it should be. You can't get up. You'll die. I am the warrior Dory. I cannot... Blood spatters. Disgraced the name of Elbaf. Whoa, it's hard doing giant voices. That's the end of it. SBS time. Well, I'd like to begin the question corner now, but I shouldn't be the one to start it, so let's have Oda-sensei do it. Sensei? Sensei? What? He's asleep? Oh well, I'll start it then. Begin the SBS! slept. Oh, it's time for the question corner. Oh, and it's already started again. What's up, Oda Sensei? Here's my question. This has been keeping me up at night, so please hear me out. What does the pura in tempura mean? Get out of here. Who cares about pura? I just woke up. Hello, Oda Sensei. I'm Kazuya, Mr. Yana's adoring follower. Is Hei Bayashi, a friend, told me about this. In volume 10, on Nami's outfit on page 87, and on Helmeppo's cap on page 109, there was a picture of Dos Koi Panda. Is this a real animal? It's a brand currently popular in the East Blue. Pretty expensive stuff. One t-shirt costs over 10,000 berries. But watch out for imitation Dos Koi Panda merchandise. Dos Koi Panda's main store is on Mirror Ball Island in the East Blue. Mirror Ball Island? Is that party island that we saw the video of? Is that Mirror Ball Island? I'm looking at my candy and it looks so delicious there, but I will not eat it. I will reward myself. I will reward myself with candy after one more chapter. No, that was Carnival Island. Oh, okay. Chapter 119. Deadly Improvisation. Okay. So, chapter 119 is called Deadly Improvisation. And our start time is... No, I will not lick my candy. That would be very difficult to then not eat the whole thing. 16 minutes and 55 seconds. Never mind, it is the same island. Oh, it is. That's cool. The main story is there. So this is maybe just a bad translation. Mirabel, Carnival Island. It looks like it's the same place. The Carnival Island special was dope. I agree. Okay, here we go. Usopp shouts, "Good luck, Brogy-san!" Gabba, 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 gabba. That's not how he laughs, but I didn't remember how he laughs, so I'm just going to go with gabba, gabba, gabba. This time, I mean to take him down, Usopp. He sure enjoys this useless fighting. Don't say that! Doom. Doom. He's walking away in the distance. Anyway, let's get back to the ship. If the log post takes a year to reset, that's ridiculous. We've got to wait on the ship for the others and work out a plan. Hold it, just hold it. I can't do anything against dinosaurs. Therefore, it's impossible for us to reach the ship through the jungle. Doom. I just heard you say you want to be a brave warrior. I was just thinking out loud. I want to be a man who can be proud of the way he lives. Well, yeah, he wants to be a brave warrior, but being brave doesn't mean being stupid, Nami. He can't just walk through a jungle full of dinosaurs. Well, Luffy and Vivi are at the other giant's place. Let's head over there. Even if someday I lose everything and face death alone on a deserted isle, I'll die proud of the way I lived, and I'll say, I am Usopp, a brave warrior of the sea. Oh my god, I hope that's not a fucking foreshadowing. Don't you dare please kill Usopp alone on a deserted island, and then he ends with it saying, I am Usopp, a brave warrior of the sea. That's what I'll say. Yeah. I wish this bravery of yours would kick in already. Fight! Okay, there's a big shunk noise and a tremor. Luffy! What's the idea, you big jerk? Get your house off of me! Oh, he moved his house onto Luffy. I must go to battle. 100 years ago, I picked this fight. If I didn't show up now, it would tarnish my name as a warrior. And to lose my good name would be to lose my very self. Forgive me for suspecting you, humans. This is the judgment of Elbaf, the god of war. Divine protection was not with me. That is all. Gods, Divine protection, that's got nothing to do with... Wait, what's that got to do with anything? Would you give up your life just because the gods wanted you to? Your battle was interfere... The words are too big and then it's difficult to read a sentence down. Your battle was interfered with. This fight's not fair. Silence! You humans have only lived for 10 or 20 years. You can't possibly understand Elbaf's sacred words. Who cares about that? Get this mountain off of me! I like this. I know that I took note of it in my notes for the episodes as well, but I'm going to write it down again. When Luffy says, God's divine... Oh, shit. I wrote divine wrong. Divine protection. What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with anything? Anything. Your battle was interfered with. This fight is not fair. I just like Luffy about Dory and Brogy's fight after Dory had spiked ale. Why is my icon an ice cream? I guess someone gifted you a sub. After seeing Usopp's fight against Luffy, I could actually see him taking on a medium-sized dinosaur like a Triceratops. I think he could if he had time to plan and prepare. Because that, I think, is what gave him the edge in Luffy's fight. He knew Luffy's weaknesses and his moves, and he had time to prepare. Whereas with a dinosaur, I think at this point now, here, I can't see him beating a dinosaur. Me. Gaba 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 gaba. Gaba ba 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 ba. Oh, it's gaba ba 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 ba. Not gaba 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 gaba. Gaba ba 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 ba. Gaba ba ba. Nom nom. Okay. Oof. I left the green tea baggie in and now it's really strong. But anyway, I like these words by Luffy. God's divine protection. What's that got to do with anything? Would you give up your life just because the gods wanted you to? And then Dory is acting like, well, I'm hundreds of years older than you, so you wouldn't understand my religion. But in this case, I feel like like oftentimes old religions are out of date and stuff. And they don't make sense in modern times. And so just because a religion has existed longer or a person is older doesn't mean they're necessarily smarter. In fact, sometimes because you're older, you aren't as smart. Because, for example, I watched an episode of That 70s Show where the mom was talking to the girls, the young girls, and they knew a lot more about history and science and stuff than the mom, because when she was in high school, you know, she was just taught basic woman stuff, like how to make food, like that was the focus. And now the schools were teaching the kids about more sciences and different things, so the kids are technically smarter than the mom. So yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of interesting conversations to be had based on Luffy's words and Dory's, well, their interaction on these two pages. To be fair, nothing beats a mom's cooking. What do you mean, to be fair? I wasn't saying being smart is better than being a good cook. I just was saying being older doesn't always make you smarter or right. Okay, here we're on this page here. Ho 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 ho. That's how it's HAW, but I know now it's Ga ba 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 ba. Ho Dory. After all these years, wasn't that ale refreshing? Aye, like the nectar of the gods. Ga ba 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 ba. You big talking blowhard, here I come. Yag 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 yag. Ah ha ha ha. And Luffy looked freaking angry, and ooh, that is one angry cute face. Look at his. I know you shouldn't think that someone looks cute when they're angry, but at least he's fictional, so I can. He looks really cute there. And then he's basically throwing a tantrum. Grr, 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 grr! Wham, wham, wham! Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. He was such a great warrior too. Why does he care so much about a giant he just met? He doesn't act like an outlaw with a price on his head. Who was it? Who did this? Hey, where's Karu? Dun dun dun. Victory can be achieved through psychological warfare. The Straw Hats are totally confused now by the bomb of an unseen enemy. Unless you've lived through things, then age makes you smarter. And then Matty says wiser. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I don't think being smarter and having lived through things makes you smarter or wiser necessarily. Because a lot of people, they get stuck in their ways and then they think children have to do it the same way. But in modern times, what worked back then doesn't always work now. And then you think you're so smart and wise and people have to do it your way because that's how you were taught or that's what worked for you 20 years ago. But that doesn't mean that that's how things work now. So I don't think being older makes you necessarily smarter or wiser. You could be, but then that's based on your person and how you adapt to life. But it's not about, personally, it's not about, I don't think it's about your age. Sometimes children say the wisest things. Learning from mistakes makes you smarter or wiser, but some people make mistakes without learning. Or, you know that, yes. And sometimes they do learn and they do, like I said, it worked back then. But because times are so much different now, applying the same knowledge isn't gonna work now for the same problems. The problem is that they think just because I'm older, you should listen to me because I've already lived life and I know what to do. And, oftentimes adults can give great advice. But, like I said, it's not always the case. And I think that's the most important thing to take note of or to be aware of, is that nothing is a given. Like, just because you're older doesn't mean you are smarter, but it also doesn't mean you aren't. So it's always about each person, each individual. The world progresses much faster now than in the past. The internet has changed so much. This is why OK Boomer became a thing. That's annoying to me though. Like, I would, if someone would say that to me, and just because I'm older, assume that I don't know. Like, you shouldn't just disregard someone's advice, I feel. I think there's you can take a little bit something from learning from them and then apply your own and figure shit out for yourself, whatever. So I get where that saying comes from, but I also think it is kind of immature. Like, imagine you're having a proper discussion with someone, and then they just tell you, okay, boomer. I would punch them on the nose. Not really, that's just a thing I say, but I would feel like I'd want to punch them on the nose. I'm not even a boomer or whatever. I think that's not my generation. But I feel like that's so immature. But I think it's more an internet thing and not an actual debate thing. But if someone were to say that in like an actual discussion with another adult that's whatever 20 years older than you, I would think that's really disrespectful. Ugh. Num, num. Okay, our first target is Dory the Blue. I knew it wouldn't be enough to kill him, but that bomb did serious damage to his stomach. He's no match for us now. Our battle is well begun. Just think of these warriors as wild boars. As long as you don't fight them head on, they're not much of a threat. As for the small fry who've learned our boss's secret, well, we can lure them into the jungle and pick them off one at a time with my service set. My motto is improvise and conquer. He he he. There are countless ways to defeat an enemy without fighting. This guy's such a sneak. Improvise and conquer. A smart sneak. You have to admit, he's smart. But the sneak. Gah, gah. Snip. Jungle noises. Rats. I'm lost. I'm sure I saw this tree before. Turn left at the vine-wrapped tree. Right? Huh? Hey! Hi, Nami. What great timing. I'm lost. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, what are you doing here? Huh? Hey! And here we find the real Nami, screaming her lungs out because she's being chased by a dinosaur. Just like Usopp said. Dinosaur! Dinosaur! Hey, slow down! Usopp running away from her. Zoom. Oh, that guy. Luffy! Thank goodness! What are you doing here? Huh? What? Whoosh! Yeah! That was my Nami scream. Or was it Usopp? Shit, and he finds himself all alone. Nami? Nami! Nami! This is bad! And then someone screams, Luffy! And more screaming. Shoom! This is terrible! Oh, he's shouting for Luffy because he thinks Nami's been eaten by a dinosaur. This is terrible! Nami! A dinosaur ate Nami! It what? Luffy's face. We were running through the jungle to get away from the dinosaurs, and she suddenly disappeared. What have I done? I let my shipmate die. Wait a minute. Calm down. You said Nami suddenly disappeared, right? But didn't you go back and check on her? How could I? I was too scared. If it wasn't a dinosaur, then it was a wild beast. What else could it have been? I don't know, but what if some Baroque Works agents followed us to this island? Of the two of you, Nami's the one they take. After all, you're probably not even on their hit list. That ale might have been the work of the ones who were after us before. Ale? What are you talking about? And then they obviously tell him what happened. What? The ale exploded in his stomach? Then he went off to fight with his insides all torn up? But they've been fighting full tilt for 100 years. It's probably the most honorable battle in all of history. It can't end like this! Clang! What's wrong, Dory? You're off today! Huh, I'm as good as ever. This Dory is pretty tenacious. Maybe I should lend a hand. Ooh, fuck. Then he slips on fucking wax. You're mine, Dory. And that's where it ends. Okay, here goes. I was going to ask if you could learn any single of the Rokusheki techniques. Which would it be? Maybe that question would be better asked in the video for me. I'm already behind schedule, so I want to keep to where we're at in the story right now. Here's the SBS. Question. Attention! I've got a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Oda. Isn't the photograph on the cover flap of Volume 13 the same as the one on the cover flap of Shaman King, Volume 8? Huh? From a guy who wants to be called Mochi. You are right. As a rule, I don't put my photo in my comics. If my face becomes known, I'll have all kinds of problems in my daily life. Mr. Takei's Shaman King series, which also runs in Shonen Jump, was coming out at the same time as One Piece. So we thought it'd be funny to use the same photo in both books. So the one sitting cross-legged is me, and the one smoking is Mr. Takei. Miss Valentine's outfit is really cute. By the way, are those oranges on her dress? I'm curious. They're lemons. Kya ha 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 ha. Round slices of lemons. Kya ha 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 ha. Oh, kya! More like that. Miss Valentine's outfit is really cute, by the way. Oh, I already read that. Mr. Five's Nez Palm cannon from Volume 13 is basically boogers, right? That's right. Kya! Ha 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 ha. When I come up with the idea, I burst out laughing. Nez Palm cannon. Boom. I just had an idea. What do you guys think if we did instead of next week, it's the last Sunday of the month. So what if we watch a One Piece movie on Twitch instead of reading the manga, and then I'll get back to reading the manga the first Sunday of April. I could watch a One Piece movie. Okay, cool. We could do that. Then I would ask, which movie, that is a fantastic idea. Yeah, we could do movie night. We could do movie night, and then you guys could just tell me which one. I would ask patrons though, but if you want to make suggestions, if you're watching this back, you could do that, and my patrons could take a look at the suggestions and decide. Okay, so next up is chapter 120, The Red Ogre Weeps. Okay, chapter 120, The Red Ogre Weeps. Start time is 38 minutes and 50 seconds. And we have a cover story, I mean a normal picture, not a cover story this time. And it's basically Luffy on a camel, and the camel is wearing Luffy's hat. The camel is wearing Luffy's hat. So cute. And there's a snake on Luffy's head. I really like it. Mizu, it makes me think of Mizu Luffy. Okay. Now we're starting on this page here. A century. It was a long battle. Shwak. And that's when Brogy lands the final blow. And there's just a silent moment where we see Luffy's face, Usopp's face, Vivi's face, And they all look towards the freaking blood splattering through the air. Thud. Dory falls on his knees. His eye empty, which usually symbolizes a dead character in anime. Crash! And he falls to the ground. This is the judgment of Elbaf, god of battle. Divine protection is not with me. That's all. And suddenly Luffy begins whacking his head on the floor. Wham! 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 Luffy? Luffy? Who are you? Show yourself! He shouts that out to the empty forest. But it's not so empty. Because here we see Miss Holiday and Mr. 3. Because I forget her name. Mr. 3, I think I heard something. How funny. You can hear the howl of a defeated dog in the jungle. 73,467 battles. And 1 victory. And I think he's crying more out of sadness than happiness. But also a little bit of sadness. I mean happiness, I guess. You know, that feeling of winning as a warrior. Ho, 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 ho. You weep with joy because you won, eh? The simple-minded are so easily delighted. Well, I suppose congratulations are in order, for now. Weep with joy? What would you know? Who are you? My code name is Mr. 3. I work with wax. And this is my assistant, oh yes, Miss Golden Week, an artist of gravity. And now, you are my prisoner. What? What is this? Oopy goopy wax. Okay, Luffy, I'm gonna find whoever did this, and I'm gonna kill him. I'll come with you. Shake. Good. Come along. I can use the moral support. No need for that. You guys did this. Aw, Karu. Guys, I wanted to go to Durban and get myself a Psyduck and call him Karu. It's like when you finally won the Great League, Katie. No. Me winning the Great League is like, cool. But Dory and Brogy, remember, their fight, like Usopp said, is probably the most honorable one in history. Okay. You can have this back. We've finished with him. Kya ha 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 ha. Why? Karu had nothing to do with this. Who are these guys? They were at Whiskey Peak. That's right. This bird had nothing to do with it. The only danger to us was the boy in the straw hat. We had to lure the princess away from him. So we needed the duck to call out to her. But he was stubborn. Now quack and call your mistress. Kya ha ha ha. Just give us one loud quack and we'll let you go. Huh? Too bad. Then we'll have to make you quack. Call the princess. Go on. Quack for help. And he probably hit him with exploding fists. Get yourself a Karu and call it Psyduck. Well, if I could get myself a Karu. Quack, you stupid duck! But, well, it looks like Straw Hat's already been immobilized. So, we don't need this duck anymore. Karu! What a stupid bird. Kya ha ha ha! And now Vivi looks mad as fuck. You dirty. Then it was you. You rigged the ale to explode. Huh? Yes, that was us. Who are you? Was he on the list? No, but he must be one of them. Let's rub him out. Rub him out? Is that a saying? It's like Wobbuffet versus Wobbuffet, a fight that never ends. Wobbuffet are actually pretty, like, strong in terms of HP, I think. Rub one out is a saying. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Rub him out. Okay. You messed up the giant's battle. You did it. I'll rip you to pieces. You're the ones who are going to get rubbed out. This is so weird. This is such a weird visual. This is weird. Don't you think that's a bit of it's a weird visual, isn't it? She's pulling the needly stringy stuff out of her boobs. Oh, wow. Oh-ho! So you want to play, Miss Wednesday? Kya ha ha ha! Think you can beat 2 officer agents? Peacock Slasher! Eat this! Doom! Certain death. I have to admit, this looks cool. This visual of Vivi and Usopp aiming at them and then those two standing there. Especially Vivi's stance is pretty cool. Exploding Star! Twang! Whoosh! Boom! Kya! What a blast! Nez Palm Cannon! Boom! Oh my god, this girl's laugh is annoying. Kya! My condolences! Usopp! 10,000 kilo press! Whoosh! And then she fucking lands on Usopp. Damn! She lands on Usopp, guys. And Vivi's turn. She says gra. But she's probably just shouting like, ah! And that thing is spinning. Now, calm down. And he explodes something probably right in front of her as she's running. And then she gets fucking flipped over. And he catches her in midair on her, around her neck. Don't get excited. We're not going to kill you guys yet. We're just here to capture you. Per Mr. 3's orders. Mr. 3, the wax fruit man. What is wax fruit? I just really, okay. I said I'll reward myself with a candy, but I'm gonna just eat one now. I'm gonna eat this heart one because it's not as sour. No, wait, let me eat this round one because it's also not too sour, but yeah. Oh yeah, Doru fruit. It's awkward though to sit here and eat our candy. All silently, because I don't edit these videos. It gets unedited. It just gets posted. Okay. Mr. 3, the Doru man. Doru no Mi man. He's here? That's right. He uses the wax his body produces as a weapon. That's kind of gross. He's the human candle. Coward, what's your name? Huh? You want to know? I'm going to create a work of... Wait, what? What's your game? Oh, your game, not your name. I'm going to create a work of art. Of course. Dun dun dun. Hey, here's a coloring page. I think I should screenshot this coloring page. And then I can color it on Procreate. Because I'm trying to learn how to, draw on Procreate, but it's really difficult because I don't know, like, I don't know the layering and stuff. Like, where do you start and which is best to draw with? And I need to watch videos, but I don't know who does. I need to just Google who does Procreate videos. Stream it? I wouldn't know how. I wouldn't know how to link my iPad screen with the stream. Now I actually kind of want the sour one. I'm just gonna go with the sour worm. Maybe this one. A second webcam? I don't know. I don't think it would be a very fun stream because I'm really slow. This one's difficult. It's more chewy and not so soft. It would be a chill stream. But this is a chill stream. I'm already slow when it comes to drawing and coloring. And if I talk in between, I'll be more slower. I think it would be so boring. Whoa, look at Zoro. Where am I gonna fit in a coloring stream though? On this busy schedule. Let me change this to One Piece movie actually. Oh crap. I started and now it's so hard to stop. I just want to eat one more, I swear, and then I'll stop. You guys, tell me about which movie did you want me to watch? Which one is a recommend? I have a couple here that I know I need to watch. One Piece, the movie, Clockwork Island Adventure, Chopper's Kingdom, Dead End Adventure. But I haven't updated that list, so there's probably more that I could watch by now. Which one do I want? There's these ones with bones that are really sour. And then there's these ones that look like bottles. They're also really sour. There are lips and cherries. I think I'm going to try a bottle one. Oh, it's hard. It's hard, but it's good. Try them all. Candy eating stream. I'm the voice of the devil. Matty, you said have a bone. That does not sound like the voice of an angel to me. Okay, so the next chapter is called I Knew. That one was very sour. Okay, guys, honestly, eating sour gummies is not a good idea in a stream. I will get different snacks. It just takes so long to chew. And we're chewing. And we're chewing. It's like a Hunter x Hunter with walking. Don't be so sour, K2. Okay. Finally. Chapter 121 is called I Knew. And the start time is 56 minutes and 20 seconds. Get Arlong's jaw. I swear Arlong would just fucking swallow. He wouldn't even chew. Okay. The page starts here with Miss Valentine manhandling Vivi. Ow! Behave yourself. Did you really think someone like you could escape from Barak works? Oh, fuck. Doom. Doom. Dat doom. Karu, Usopp, and Luffy all out cold. Wait, when did they explode Luffy? Probably at some point. I mean, he was lying there stuck under the freaking giant thing. Probably just threw a bomb at him or a couple of bombs. But I feel like in the anime we saw him bomb out Luffy. Anyway. Even the one worth 30 million berries turned out to be a loser. Hehe. That pays him back for what he did at Whiskey Peak. You pirates shouldn't have involved yourselves in our affairs. We've captured your swordsman friend, and the other girl as well. You caught Zolo, then you're doomed. You can still talk, even after getting a face full of my Kiki bomb. Kiki bomb! Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw him kick or punch Luffy. Kick Luffy, yes. I think we saw it in the anime, whereas here we didn't see it. Bleh! Drop dead. And he spits on his shoe. Pathetic. And he kicks him one more time. Boom! Oh, see, here it happens. Here it happened. So here we see it. Luffy! Boom, boom, kaboom! Die! We didn't get to see it in the anime either. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I remember this part. It just happens a bit later than I remember. Fool. Luffy! Let's go, Miss Valentine. She just keeps laughing. So annoying. Gosh. I mean, it's cute enough when you hear it, but having to do it all the time? Yeah, this part was there, but the first time it was off screen in both. Yeah, I didn't realize that it happens later, so I thought the anime showed it and the manga didn't. But the manga just shows it later. Usopp, Karu. and Luffy lying on the ground unconscious. Wham! Wham! You little swine! Ha 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 ha! Give up! The candle jacket I put on you is harder than steel by now. Ew, his hand looks gross. It looks like a... I don't know, it looks gross. You are my prisoner, giant, and not even your great strength can save you now. In your exultation over your victory, you let down your guard, Red Ogre. Don't glare at me like that. It frightens me. Aren't you happy? Your long battle is finally over. So what if you won with the help of a human? Victory is still sweet. Coward! No! Ha ha ha! But I am the real winner here. Did you know that the bounty on your heads from long ago, that colossal sum of money, is still collectible? You dirty little... So that's what you're after. Mr. 3! Huh? We have her. We caught the traitorous wench. Fucking traitorous wench. She's the traitorous wench. No. What a cowardly trick. Planting a bomb in Dori's ale. Dori-san's ale. Ale? The ale that I gave him? That ale? And then there's a flashback of them exchanging the ale, whatever. Is that what it was, Dori, my friend? You gave away my secret, big mouth. Candle lock! And then he locks her feet in wax. Gloop. Mr. 5, bring me the swordsman and the girl. It's time for my extra special candelabra. Glorp. Or glorp. I don't know. It's either a glorp or a glorp, but the top part of the O might be cut off, so it's probably glorp. Gagaloop. Gagloop. Oh, it's gagloop. Gagloop. That looks pretty cool. When is your One Piece birthday? On YouTube, episode 1 was uploaded on the 30th. March 30th as well on Patreon. Oh, you mean like the day that I started watching One Piece? So it's almost been a year. Very close. Cantaloupe. Extra special candelabra. Okay. And Nami and Zoro gets thrown on the ground. Ow! What? What is that? Vivi, I thought you were with Luffy. Yes, well, if you mean Mugiwara, if you mean the Mugiwara, wata, how do they say that? If you mean Mugiwara, can I say, because I'm trying to like change, like when I see in this translation it says Neptunians, but then I try and read it as Sea Kings because I know that's the correct translation. So I wanted to read Straw Hat as Mugiwara, but then I didn't know, should I say the Mugiwara or just Mugiwara? If you mean the Straw Hats, I got rid of him. Oh yeah? Experience my extra special candelabra, folks. And then it starts spinning. Oh, and they're stuck on it. What's that spinning up there? Now I know how it feels to be a candle on a birthday cake. I can't move. My legs. He's immobilized us, and I have a feeling it's not because he enjoys our company. Something's raining down on us. Ha 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 ha! Savor it, my extra special candelabra. The waxy mist raining down on your heads will soon turn you into wax figures. Not even my skill in the plastic arts could create such a perfect human figure. You'll be wax figures with real souls. Die in the name of art. Forget it. We don't want to be your stupid art. Brogy, don't just lie there. Fight. He'll turn you into wax too. You must have eaten all your vegetables as a kid, huh? Oh, he's talking to Brogy. Zoro sometimes has these weird dad jokes, doesn't he? Every now and then. Also, Mr. 3 talks a lot about how being smart is the most important thing and being intelligent and stuff. But actually, he's pretty stupid for not just waxing them up right there and starting this whole elaborate thing in the name of art. Because that gives them a chance to escape. But obviously he thinks they can't. But it would just be smarter to just wax them up right there. But no. Art takes precedence, which I get. But still, he shouldn't talk about being all intelligent and stuff if you're going to do something like that. It's no use talking to that one. He learned the truth a short while ago without realizing his friend Dori was hurt. He slew him after a battle of 100 years. He was so filled with pride that he started crying. Were you weeping for your friend or at your own stupidity? Ha 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 ha. It doesn't matter. What's done is done, you great fool. I knew. From the moment we began trading blows, I knew Dori was hiding something. You did? You say you knew? Ha ha! Don't lie. If you knew, then why didn't you stop the fight? I didn't see any hint of mercy in your attack. Worm, you know nothing of duels and honor. You could never understand why I cried. You know nothing. He was a proud warrior who chose to fight despite his injuries. How could I shame him by refusing him battle? When he was willing to suffer, so in order to fight, what? I hate these sentences that are just basically words down. I cannot read sentences down. I am not Japanese. Are Japanese sentences from right to left and they're down, from up to down, right? It's difficult. Because I don't know how the flow of the sentence is like, when he was willing to suffer, so in order to fight. How could I dishonor him by showing mercy? That's hard. When he was willing to suffer, so in order to fight. That part confuses me anyway. Even though I'm reading it now properly, it still confuses me. Shiver. But now I know the whole story, and I shall destroy you with my own hand. And he breaks out of the steel wax. I owe my friend Dori that much. Kaboom! Cannon! Wait, did I miss a Nez palm somewhere? Nope. It just says cannon. Brogy-san! Noisy monster. Usopp, are we gonna let them get away with this? No way. No way. Aw, cute. I love this part with Karu when he starts digging him out. Are you mad too, bird? Quack! Okay, let's go. Clobber those guys. Doom. Hello, Mr. Oda. We are in the SBS now. And I think actually, I know it's shorter than usual, but I think I'm just going to do 4 chapters today. Next week, I'll do the movie, and then I'll do 5 chapters again the week after that. Because, like I said, I'm a little bit late tonight, behind on schedule, and I think this is a pretty good place to end. You know, Luffy getting ready to fight. Okay, let me just read the SPS. Hello, Oda Sensei. They call me Sayaka. On page 79 of volume 11, on the right corner of the 4th frame, there's a drunk guy. How come? Come on, pal, tell me. In this scene, this man, right? Why would you say he's drunk? What makes him look drunk? I'm very glad you noticed that. That man's name is Sam. He is drunk. He was staggering home after his daughter's wedding when he came upon the Arlong Park crowd. He saw a bunch of people making merry, so he joined them. That's Sam. How can you tell he's drunk? What's this prosciutto and melon mentioned in volume 11? It's an Italian appetizer that combines the saltiness of prosciutto and the sweetness of melon in exquisite harmony. There are many different variations of it. I want to make that. Namu hamu melon. Hamu namu melon? Hama nama nama wala wala. Where can I learn Fishman karate? Please tell me. On Fishman Island. It's about halfway along the Grand Line. It'll come up eventually, so just relax and wait. Oh! Oda's spoiling me! Halfway? Okay, well, at that point, he thought, wait, halfway along the Grand Line. Okay, so it's not halfway in the story, it's halfway on the Grand Line. Fishman Island. But I mean, if we listen closely enough, we heard about Jimbei, who was working with Arlong, and he was a fishman, so we knew fishmen would come up again. And there was Tom-san, and I guess it's kind of, we're gonna get to their island. Well, I guess it's not clear that we will get to their island. They have an actual island, Fishman Island. I guess that's not clear. But, I mean, Arlong wouldn't be the last we see of fish people. I feel like Oda will redeem fish people, maybe. Cause, oh well, he already did with Tom-san. Because Tom wasn't a bad fishman. Tom was a good fishman. Matt's friendship ended with Oda. Damn, spoilers. Ban Oda. Okay, so I want to do the movie next week, Sunday, on Twitch. Let me see. On that Sunday, the 29th of March, I'll start with the One Piece movie, and I'm also ending Vinland Saga on that day. So, yeah. That's exciting. I can't wait. And then maybe in that video, please someone remind me, I want to make a timeline. Or maybe I should just make a timeline in my own time and then show you my timeline in that video. And then you guys can just tell me if it's correct. I'll have a word with Oda when we have a beer next, though. Yes, please do, Matty. Please do. Okay. I'm sorry that today's video is a little bit shorter, but I think it's okay. I think it flowed nicely, and it ended in a good spot. And then next time we'll do 5. Like I said, the next One Piece manga video I'll only be doing live on Sunday, the 5th of April, because of the movie next week. So the video should be posted to YouTube on the 6th. And then we'll do 122, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So I hope that's a good place to end. Right now, on that Sunday, I'm doing I might be able to do another chapter. So if it doesn't end in a good place, we can add a chapter, because the only other thing I'm scheduled to watch in that stream is 2 episodes of Index. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. What do you want? What are you gonna comment? Comment a candle. Comment a candle if you finish the video. I don't actually like that it has to be a candle because, well, Mr. 3 is a baddie. But the whole candelabra thing is quite elaborate and interesting, and candle. Candle and 2 candy. Oh yes. Comment not just a candle and 2 candy emotes, okay? So yeah. Thank you to everyone who has watched on YouTube and made it to here. And for those of you on Twitch, thank you Dio and Nichua and Matty, Dark Shadow, Angus. Well, I assume Dark Shadow is still here. Vinay, Spoinf. I'm from France and I discover you on YouTube. I love what you do. Thank you, Spoinf. Your name makes me think about Spoink. I think there's a Pokemon called Spoink, isn't there? Tiago is here. Yes, Dark Shadow has confirmed that he is here. Okay. Okay, so just a big thank you to everyone. Alaska's still here. And Motoneko was here earlier. Big motherfucker. I'm joking. His name's actually Big MFN. But it just makes me think of Big MF. Oh, and Jacob just popped in. Hi, Jacob. Okay, so once again, thank you to everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.